Hello, I am Xarkun, and this is World of Warships Legends. Today, I've got a battle for you on the map Haven, played for us by a community contributor for this game, Chili Games 17. I'm sure many of you know who he is, and you probably know that he has the reputation of being a bit of a Super Unicum cruiser player. But today, he's taking the helm of the Tech Tree Tier 6 British battleship King George V. He is divisioned with a cruiser teammate in HMS Belfast, Premium Tier 6 British cruiser, and that division mate is Mr. Bigglesworth, also known as Dr. Evil's cat. Now, I do have bit of a slate of community replays that I intend to feature this week, and this one is the first. It's a short battle in which Chili Games does a lot of work, inflicts a lot of carnage upon the Reds. The other two battles are also pretty spectacular, but in different ways, and you will see those in the coming days. Now, Chili is moving out toward the Charlie Cap, while his teammate moves out toward Bravo. There are 8 destroyers in this game, 4 on each team, and there are also 8 cruisers, again, 4 on each team. The King George V is uniquely capable of dealing with both of these classes of ships, thanks to the gun characteristics of British battleships. They are, of course, armed with short-fused British armor-piercing shells, which are great for punishing cruisers, and also some of the best high-explosive shells on a battleship in the game, arguably perhaps the best high-explosive shells of any Tech Tree battleship in the game you will find here on the King George V, and you will see both of these shell types come into play very soon. Now, Chili's team is close to flipping Charlie. In fact, they have flipped it, and they've already lost 1 destroyer. So the enemy team is ahead on points, but not for long, as Lay Terrible comes into view. Taking some punishment from Chili's teammates, Chili punishes him with the armor piercing, gets a great salvo, 7 shells on target, and that Lay Terrible is nearly dead. He's switching to the high explosive now, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to inflict that kind of terror on Lay Terrible, who goes down as the first red casualty of the game. But as a compensation for the disappointment of not being able to shoot Lay Terrible, a Fubuki appears and promptly vanishes as Chili dev strikes him back to port for Chili's first kill of the game. Just like that, 3 red destroyers are off of the board, and the blue team has only lost 1 destroyer. Incoming IJN torpedoes. No problem, of course. Chili simply turns his bow toward them, and there's a nice King George V-sized gap between the torps. So, Chili takes no damage, which is always nice. Jervis out there, last remaining enemy destroyer. Chili takes a pot shot. I don't think it's going to hit, which is unfortunate. And now Chili switches back to the armor piercing, because after all, there are 4 enemy cruisers still left alive, and the King George is terrifyingly efficient at dealing with those. Of course, I think a little bit of White Claw might be influencing Chili's aim in the next few salvos during this upcoming sequence here. Nevertheless, he gets a fairly middling hit on the Devonshire there for 4k. No Citadel hits, which is disappointing. The blue team's remaining destroyers have charged straight into the last red cap and are in the process of flipping it. The Devonshire is the only thing standing between them and securing that cap, but he is running away. Chili takes a shot at him over the island and gets the middle finger from RNGesus there. All of his shots miss. Some of them smack right into the island, which I'm sure is fantastic for the wildlife. Coming up next, we are going to see a bit of a signature move from Chile Games, the utilization of what he likes to call the rear turret of justice. But unfortunately for Chile right now, the rear turret of justice is going to prove to be, as one of my viewers once put it, the rear turret of just miss. You can see that he did miss the New Orleans out there with that rear turret. King George, though, has a pretty quick reload time, so another salvo is on its way. Front two guns on that New Orleans out there, rear turret of justice on that New Orleans, and once again, it's the rear turret of just miss. Potential double strike up for grabs there, squandered once again by RNG. Devonshire, though, quite exposed, front turrets out, and nope. Rear turret of justice or just miss. Once again, miss. Nevertheless, you don't have to wait too long to try again in the King George, and right now there are only 4 ships left alive on the red team, so at this point it's just a lot of fun to be had. Okay, overkill there on the front 2 turrets against a very low health Devonshire, and he goes down for Chile's 3rd kill, and, wait for it, double strike on the New Orleans. Justice has been served. 4 kills for Chile Games, 70,000 damage done. Budiani out there carelessly giving broadside as he begins a high explosive spam, inflicting the only real damage on Chile that he has suffered throughout the course of this entire game. There's the high caliber, and nope, no justice from the rear turret once more. What a disappointment. Gneisenau closing in. He's got torpedoes. That could be a bit of a problem. Chile's 1 kill away from a Kraken Unleashed, however, and the Budiani would like to give him another chance. So the front turrets are out, and the Budiani goes down to a double Citadel hit. Kraken Unleashed, Confederate, high caliber. I think he got the high caliber before that. That just leaves a very low health Gneisenau, whose torpedoes have already missed. Oh my gosh, is the rear turret of justice going to swing around and strike home once more? Yes. The Gneisenau goes down for Chile's 6th kill of the game. Justice has been dispensed. Maximum colonization achieved with the King George V. Hope you enjoyed that video. If so, you might want to check out Chile's channel. I left a link in the description. 3,100 base XP. Excellent result. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.